When it comes to selecting foods for your diet, this one thing can be a game changer when it comes to consistency and getting results. Stick around and find out what it is on today's Quick Wits. Welcome to the Wits and Weights podcast. I'm your host, Philip Pape, and this twice-a-week podcast is dedicated to helping you achieve physical self-mastery by getting stronger, optimizing your nutrition, and upgrading your body composition. We'll uncover science-backed strategies for movement, metabolism, muscle, and mindset with a skeptical eye on the fitness industry so you can look and feel your absolute best. Let's dive right in. The number one most important thing when it comes to a diet that works for you is adherence. Being able to be consistent, being able to stick to your plan with a level of flexibility and adaptability. And so today we are talking about one thing that is a game changer in doing that, and that is food satiety. By satiety, we mean, does it satisfy you? Does it make you full? There are hormonal mechanisms involved here. I don't want to get into a lot of details because this is a mini episode, but there are several things at play. When you eat, for example, your stomach expands, stretch receptors tell your brain whether you're full or not. Your pancreas releases insulin based on elevated blood sugar. Your brain, the hypothalamus, regulates hunger and satiety. We've heard of hormones like leptin, ghrelin, and insulin, and signals from the gut. It's a whole system that works together and creates this feedback loop that tells you, am I full or not? Now, if you are at maintenance calories or you're in a fat loss phase, this becomes even more crucial because we want to get as much food into our stomach and making us feel full and satisfied and less restrictive and hungry as we can. And food volume and satiety is the way to do that. So what I'm going to do is break it up by macro so that you can have a better idea of how do I select foods for that kind of satiety. And first we're going to start with protein. This is the king of macros for satiety. Simply increasing your consumption of protein will help you feel longer, will help you reduce the urge to snack between meals and so on. You can obviously overdo it if it takes away from the other macros, but during a fat loss phase, keeping that protein up around that 0.8 or 1 gram per pound is going to really go a long way on satiety. Then we have fiber. So protein and fiber are really the two big ones. Foods rich in fiber are fruits, vegetables, whole grains. They take longer to digest. They also have fewer calories per gram of carbs in them because not all of it gets absorbed, and they keep you full and for a longer time. So it's really a big win-win to keep that fiber nice and high. Then we have fats. Now we know fats are calorie dense, but they still can contribute to satiety. I like unsaturated fats like those in avocados and nuts. Again, you have to balance it out with the calories and consider where fats fall into the foods you like and making food enjoyable and making it taste good. It's always a trade-off. And then, of course, we have carbs. The always vilified carbs, but I love them. You know I love them, and I hope you love them as well or come to. Complex carbs like sweet potatoes, like brown rice, and even white potatoes, which have resistant starch. In fact, white potatoes are number one on the satiety index, and a lot of people are surprised by that. They still have a lot of nutrients, but they will make you full. So you can go check out the satiety index to see other things are there, but without making it complicated, protein, fiber, keep the fats minimal, but include unsaturated fats, and carbs like resistant starches and more complex carbs are going to go a long way in keeping you full. So that's the big picture. That's Quick Wits, keeping it short and sweet. If you're wondering how to mitigate hunger and feel more full, that's how you do it. Thanks again for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Wits and Weights. If you found value in today's episode and know someone else who's looking to level up their wits or weights, please take a moment to share this episode with them. And make sure to hit the follow button in your podcast platform right now to catch the next episode. Until then, stay strong.